All right, good morning, everyone. All right, let's look at NASDAQ. Really haven't moved much since yesterday. Let's see what happens today. Yesterday's opening was a bit disappointing. It was pretty low volume. So we'll see how today is. I know we have a couple 3-hour zones. I've been looking at this one since we recently bounced off of it. Where is it? Right over here. And it's the closest zone to price right now. So most likely this is the area where I'm going to take a trade from. If we don't get down here before the market opens. Another zone I've been looking at is another 3-hour zone, which we've also bounced off from a couple times. Right here, and then back here. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, there is a couple other zones, but the zone I really want to pay attention to is that 3-hour. This one right here, which we're the closest to. Man, it would suck if it's another slow day, not gonna lie. But I think with slow days, the best thing is to honestly trade the first 30, 15 minutes, like yesterday. First 15 minutes moved pretty good. Okay. Want to see if there's a zone. Okay, there is. This 30-minute zone. I mean, I don't think I'd take a trade off of it, but it could be a good target. This is also a 30-minute zone here, which we've also bounced off from. Even though it is stacked zones, I'm gonna just put it on there because that bounce is clean. I like this reaction off of it. But if the market does end up going all the way down here, then I'd be paying more attention to this 3-hour zone. We'll see what happens. Okay, cool. That's pretty much all the zones. There's probably more zones on the smaller time frame. Yeah, like this 15-minute. Let's see what else. This could be a 10-minute as well. Just smaller ones. I rather pay more attention to these bigger zones, which I want to see on the bigger time frame. Okay, yeah. I like this 3-hour zone. We can see bounces off of it, rejections, bounce. I definitely call this my golden zone, this 3 hour zone. Even the 30 minute as well, but I just think the 3 hour is more cleaner. And then I can imagine this 2 hour and this other 3 hour could be another golden zone. Just areas where the market has reacted from before. Yeah, like this 3 hour, we've clearly bounced off of it a couple times. We've rejected it as well. Yeah. And a 2 hour, same thing. Let's see. This area as well. What zone is this? This 15 minute. If I can mark it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's clean as well. I really don't want to mark this as a golden zone, but it's pretty clean. I really want to pay attention to this 3 hour zone. If a reaction happens beforehand, then I'm gonna go based off of what happened at this zone. So if we bounce off of it, then I'd be looking for buys somehow, some way. Yeah, we're going right towards it. Hoping we slow down a bit before 9:30. You know, with US 30. I mean, I haven't traded in a while, but I always do look at it. I I don't think I'll be trading today. It's right at all-time highs, right? And I kind of need zones to really trade. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's right up there. I mean, it could pull back maybe to this 3 hour zone, then I'd be really looking for a trade, but I rather just focus more on NASDAQ. I like this 3 hour zone as well. If you look back, it's been, what is this called? Resistance before. So I could turn it to support, if we retest it. But yeah, it's pretty far away. Hold up, I'm getting a call. Okay, cool. We're getting a pool heater installed. After what? How long have we been living here? A while, and now we're getting a pool heater. Right as I'm about to move out, they're getting a pool heater here. Can you believe that? Crazy, crazy. That's funny. But yeah, I really would chart US 30, but I just know I'm not gonna trade it. And what was I saying? I was saying this zone's a really good zone. This 3 hour zone. It's kind of far away though. So mainly focused on US 30. I mean, what am I saying? Wow. NASDAQ. Gosh. I wanted to see what the overnight session did. It looks very similar to yesterday's overnight session. Yeah, kind of the same size. Around 1%. Yep. This looks almost copy and pasted from yesterday. Like the size, Asia size and then London size, almost the same. Um, I don't really like this price action here. We look very choppy. We have a pre-market range, uh, which is good and bad, right? Pre-market range is just structure. I think it would be bad if we just continue to kind of move sideways here. I wouldn't like that. But if that does happen, I could play the range. How long has it been since we tapped VWAP? 12 hours. Okay. You know what that means. I always like to say if we haven't touched VWAP in about over 10 hours and New York Open's most likely going to tap it. Doesn't happen every time, but it happens pretty frequently. All right, let's see what type of news there is. I'm pretty sure there's no news today, but oh, okay, what's this? A highly visible NATO okay, not gonna try to say that word. I diplomacy. Yeah, I can't say it. Presidential arrival ceremonies and honor guard review. What time is this at? Ooh, ooh. Wait, this was recently. Hmm. It says this was at 7:15. That was what, like 2 hours ago. This NATO meeting. And then it says at 12 p.m. So around lunchtime, he participates in the leaders' social dinner. So that could definitely be risky, if he mentions anything. Today is Tuesday the 7th, and it says we had high impact 8:30 news. I don't think it was nothing crazy. Yeah, it wasn't a crazy news candle. So there's no news today, basically, except this Trump NATO meeting that could maybe shake the markets up for sure. Other than that, though, we'll see how the market opens up. Yeah, what time is it? We got like 5 more minutes. SpaceX joins NASDAQ today. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh wow. I did not know that. I did not know that. I haven't even heard about that. Well, I haven't been really paying attention to that, but wow. What time is that at? Is there even a time? Probably not. Probably right at market open. Wow, okay. That's interesting. That could definitely give us some volume, right? That's crazy. That's funny. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, triggering billions in automatic buying from passive funds. 15 days after. Yeah, that's crazy. The fast track inclusion occurred just 15 days after its initial public offering. That has to be like some sort of record. Is that bullish? Probably. Yeah. SpaceX joins NASDAQ 100 as Wall Street makes bullish calls. SpaceX joins NASDAQ, triggering passive fund buying. Bullish call. Everyone's saying this is bullish. So you know what that means? It's gonna sell off. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. We'll see though. You never know. Honestly, I did not even think about SpaceX joining NASDAQ. It didn't even pop up in my head. But now that I know it makes sense. It really makes sense. So who was kicked out of NASDAQ in order to make room for SpaceX? Oh. No company was kicked out of NASDAQ 100 to make room for SpaceX. The index simply expanded from 100 to 101 to accommodate the new listing. So it's NASDAQ 101. There's no way. That can't be real, right? I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what Google's saying. What time? We got 2 more minutes for market open. Oof, I wonder how the earnings for that company is gonna be. It has to be like something crazy, like how Tesla earning is, or how Nvidia earnings are. You know, just crazy. Are you looking for buy or sell? Honestly, I'm really just waiting for us to tap this 3 hour demand zone, and then from there we'll see. We'll see what I take. The good thing is this zone's pretty tiny, so I can have a pretty tight stop loss. That's good. We'll see. Here's the market open. About 10 seconds. Yeah, US 30 is right at the top. Okay, let's see if NASDAQ taps the zone. And then if it doesn't tap the zone, then I'd kind of have to wait a little bit. Yeah, I'd have to wait for it to get to this 15-minute zone, which is above VWAP. Or just a retest as well. Wow, look at the bind. There you go, 100-point range already. Is this the SpaceX effect? Imagine we just go to all-time highs today with this SpaceX stuff. Yeah, that buying really came in strong. It does look like we have bounced off of this 30-minute zone as well, which we did bounce off from earlier. Just gotta wait and see. Definitely looks like it wants to be WAP. It's pretty close. Yeah, I also just wouldn't be surprised if we tap VWAP. We haven't touched it in over 12 hours. Okay, this is good. It's going back down. Back down to the zone, hopefully. Still really haven't tapped it. Okay, I mean, we basically tapped it. Kind of. Very close to it. But I do think if we get above this 1 minute wick here, the bind could continue. I'd only short it if it closes below 44. Then I'd be like, okay, we're breaking past the zone. Here's a 50% line. We got about 30 seconds for it to close. Hopefully, a crazy big move doesn't happen. Okay, yeah, it's closing below. All right, I'm in a short here. And I am sized down. I'm only in 3 micros. I'm gonna try to go for 100 points, but honestly, I'd want to see this go down to 370, which is this next 3-hour demand zone down here. I'm also gonna tighten up the stop, so I don't want to see this get above 55. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Okay, yeah, that's not what I wanted to see for the shorts to continue. I wanted to see it stay below 43. That did not happen though. It could be pulling back and coming back down. If that's the case, then I don't want to see it get above 92. Okay, if it breaks these lows, then I'm going to try shorts one more time. If it does come back up here to retest this area, again, I don't want to see it get above 43. And it's getting above 43. Like, what? Wait, why was that only 94? How much did I lose on that trade? Okay, never mind. I mean, staying below 44 on the 5 minute. We're just not closing below the zone. That's like not what I want to see. The only way I'd be bullish is if we get above 93, 593. Trying to see if this is a pullback or just the actual reversal. Yeah, I think if the shorts wanted to really pop in, it would happen now or never. Let's see. I would be open to long if we end up closing above 93, which looks like might happen. Definitely a choppy open like yesterday's not the smoothest opening. Sure, unless you caught these shorts. This is the last minute of the 15-minute candle. The 15-minute candle, so far, it does look like it's bouncing off of the zone. It's a huge opening range, though. Like, there's good volume. Man, that 15-minute candle's not pretty. I'm thinking shorts if we break this wick here. Okay, shorts, one last time. This time I size down even more. Okay, I did add to this. And tighten stop. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. Dunzo right here. Yep, I got chopped. Not gonna lie. I really want to see the shorts continue here. It's not happening. Shit, I would say if the shorts aren't gonna come in, then the longs are, but that's not even happening. Yeah, I don't know. Tough opening. Not gonna lie. Tough opening. For me, at least. Trying to stick around, see if the shorts really come in, but even if they come in, it's not like I could get another trade because I already hit my daily loss limit. Well, at least I would be right with the direction. Damn. Let's see if it really shorts here. What time is it? 9:50. It'd have to get below the opening range. If we get below that, I think it'd be a smooth ride down to 370, which is what I was trying to target, but it is not doing it. Yeah, and then tomorrow's Wednesday. Yesterday was a losing day, but not as bad as today. Yesterday was way better for me. Is it gonna go short? Right now, I'm just trying to see if I was right with the direction. Like I said, that it really needs to get below this opening range. Yeah, if it does actually short, it might be pretty choppy short. Something like this. But it does seem like the type of day where we just get crazy wicks randomly. Yeah, it seems very similar to yesterday. I think it still looks bearish, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with this pullback here. It kind of looks like a break and retest. Break past this level, retest it, and then it already broke the lows. So I don't know. I'm still pretty bearish, but it's like not really going. Let's see if it gets past this opening range. Okay, now that it's finally shorting. Wow. Maybe I should have scaled in. Maybe I should have waited a little bit. Probably would have been in this trade still if I didn't scale in. But let's see if it would have hit full TP. That's what I'm really trying to see if it happens. Yeah, I just know it is. There's no way it doesn't. This last minute candle's pushing even lower. That is so unfortunate. Let's see. Let's see if it goes down. See, this is a nasty wick. Nasty wick. If it doesn't hit TP, I know the markets are definitely not in my favor. Because I think, what was it? Yesterday. Even last week as well, I thought the markets would, hit like a full TP, which should be like another zone. And I don't think it did last week or this week as well. Yesterday, I thought the markets would go a bit higher. They did go higher, but not as high as I was expecting it to go. And it completely went down. And then today, I'm trying to see if it really touches this next zone. For nothing, because it's not like I'm going to catch it. I already hit daily loss on me. I already got chopped up. There's really nothing much I can do. Definitely should not have scaled in so fast. But I was like, whoa, the selling pressure's coming in. Let me scale in. Nope. Got wicked out, of course. These two first trades, I would say they're fine. They usually play out. But this other trade definitely should have had a wider stop at this high. For sure. The analysis was right. The execution was off. Damn, that sucks. What happened to US 30? Okay, this is good. US 30 went down from all time highs to this 3 hour zone, which I was looking at. Let me see if I technically would have. I would have caught that short. There's no zone for me to really enter off from. Maybe this 3 minute, but it's very tiny. Anyways, for the short, if it really pulls back, I'd want to see it stay below the opening range and then come back down to 370 if it pulls back. If not, then I want to see it go straight down to 370. I'm just trying to see what happens. That way I could journal it. Cause yeah, if I didn't size up on that third trade, this trade here, my stop loss would have been all the way up here. So my take profit has to be all the way down here. Yeah, in order for it to really make sense. Yeah, I don't think I would have taken profit here at 100 points unless the sizing was 3 micros. So yeah, unless I scaled up. Damn, this makes me kind of not want to trade tomorrow. I feel like Wednesdays are tough. But then it's like that's two choppy openings in a row. Will we have a third one tomorrow? Hopefully not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll either take a break tomorrow or watch the markets. If I take a trade, then let that shit play out. Okay, this is coming back up. Well, it's already 10 a.m. I really don't feel like watching this, but I will see later on if this went to where I think it would have gone to. Which, if it doesn't, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Recently, I've been thinking the markets will touch up in different zones, and it never does. Like yesterday, I thought it would go higher. It never went. It went higher, but not as high as I thought it would have. And then last week as well, I was like, oh yeah, market's probably gonna touch up all the way up here. Never did. Never did. All right, but I'll definitely check in on this later today. But I'm gonna call it a day here. I took 3 losses, which honestly I'm not ashamed of. Like, I know I'm about to get some hate. Oh, you should have done this. You could have done that. Market moved 200 points. I don't care. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna win every single day. Sometimes the analysis is right, kind of like today, but the execution just isn't there. Or I get chopped up, right? Like it happens. So I'm gonna go reconnect with nature. I'm gonna go reconnect with nature after these losses. That's like the best thing to do. You know what the worst thing is? To open up Instagram and see all these people hitting TP after I get chopped. Oh my god. No, that's funny. Okay, maybe go back down here. This is what I wanted to see here. I did want to see it reject the open range. Okay, I'll check in on this later, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow or even trade. Um, I don't know. We'll see what zones I have. I really like the zones I had today. I had this 3 hour zone, which I really liked. And I was keeping an eye on it, but then I got chopped. That's just what happened. I got chopped. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna take a break or not, because I do have a party to go to tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated though. If you're gonna keep trading, good luck. I wouldn't force anything because it's obviously is not the market to really ball out with, you know. It's just not that day. It's not. It might be if it clears up, but who knows? Who knows? I'll see you guys tomorrow though.